Okay, so welcome to another video. A few weeks ago, I started doing some videos on the Osmo Pocket, which was kind of the first in-depth review and product testing I've done. Yeah, I got it for personal and professional use, and you know, I just really enjoyed kind of testing it and playing with it a little bit, and that gave me the idea. Let's do more kind of hands-on testing and light review style videos, which now I'm noticing how ugly my desk is here. So other than video, the other important part of production is sound and of course light, but maybe we'll save another video for that. But when it comes to sound, there's many ways of recording it. So for the regular talking head videos like this one on YouTube, a lot of times you'll see the mic the person is using in the shot, because you know, this isn't a Hollywood production. We don't need the microphone to be hidden. I swear my nose only itches when I'm recording. Simple, clean audio. You know, you have the a pop filter that you can add if you're talking directly into the mic, so you don't get the breaths from every time I talk, the pop filter. So we'll take that beautiful segue right into what I'm going to talk about today. Pop voice. This video is not sponsored. However, I do want to disclose that Pop Voice did send me a product to play with, and I don't think it was required to do like a review style thing of. Kind of want to, because it's fun, and I want to kind of do a thorough test of this product. So when it comes to recording field audio, usually if it's a fancy production that I have enough people for, cat hair, you know, I'll have a boom mic, either with the windscreen or without. Usually these are the ones that you see, or usually don't see, right outside the field of view of the camera, so you can get fairly close to where the audio is without breaking the fourth wall like this guy is here. And usually I'll plug that into the XLR inputs on a Zoom recorder, field recorder like this. This guy also does have some built-in microphones, which is handy for either mounting on a camera or just recording some B-roll or audio on the field. But it also has a 3.5 millimeter microphone input. But you know, these can cost upwards of $100. Plus you have to get a decent field microphone like the boom mic. In the day and age we are, everyone has a good camera. If you have a phone from the past 5 years, even more than 5 years, if you have a phone that's more than 5 years old, that's good for you. You are staying outside of the capitalist boot. You know, most phones have a really good camera, but the problem is, compared to a fancy microphone, most phones don't have the best audio. Here's the phone audio, here's my microphone audio. Phone, microphone. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. So how do you solve that issue? Well, Pop Voice is wanting to do that for a very, very low price. So the other type of microphone that I didn't really mention is lapel microphones. Kind of like with my condenser mic, they're usually in the shot, you'll see them on someone's lapel, on someone's shirt, to be able to capture audio really close to where their mouth is. But they, you can see them in the shot. They're a little bit more hidden, but it's more for documentary and interview stuff when you don't care to break the fourth wall with a little piece of equipment in the shot, but you don't want it as blaring and obvious as one of these covering your beautiful face. So even though I was highly considering getting something like this anyways because of how cheap they are, Pop Voice was nice enough to send me one to play with and hopefully give a good review on. But you know, when it comes to production equipment, you know, you do get what you pay for. A $200 microphone is going to be better than a $13 microphone. But the tech industry right now and the production industry, I think, is really being overtaken by these companies like DJI, who want to make something that can give a average consumer cinema quality production abilities. My point is, the tech industry is being disrupted by these companies who are giving people access to really good quality equipment for a really low price. So let's see how well a $13 microphone can disrupt the audio production industry. Is it something that I could use in the field that's a lot less bulky than my Zoom recorder and boom mic? We shall see. Osmo is kind of my unboxing space. I'm going to start by ripping off the old perforated line. Yeah. And then inside, there it is. The PV510 lavalier microphone. Tiny little guy. There's a picture of a cell phone, a tablet, a laptop, a desktop. It seems like it's going to be able to work on a lot of different things. So, in the box. Oh, that's kind of nice. Has a little a little pouch here. It's kind of faux suede feeling. Is suede the right term? It's a decent little pouch to keep everything, and that's really handy for when you have like tons of crap to carry around and you want to keep everything organized, don't want it getting tangled up. But there it is. Really small. The microphone itself is just that tiny little capsule there. You know, having something that's dedicated that you can put a little windscreen on is probably going to be better than the little tiny holes in your phone that immediately go when the wind starts flying at it. Do we got anything else? We do have some more goodies in here. Ooh, okay, so we do have 2 extra windscreens. Again, this is something I will gladly buy more of if it gives me decent quality, because a wireless lavalier kit for like the higher end ones, I mean, look at this. This one like maybe starts at $80. This one claims to be $50. An Amazon choice for $40. Maybe that'll be the next step we review. Yeah, but you start to look at, you know, sponsored ones, maybe the higher end that actually have long distance wireless. You know, it can cost upwards of $200. But something like this that just uses a 3.5 millimeter jack, of course you're not going to get the signal fidelity you do out of an XLR. XLR cord has the better electronic shielding for a clean and very low signal to noise ratio, so you get more sound and less. Of course, I just upped the gain a bunch so you could start to hear that signal to noise ratio, but you're going to hear it a lot more in, you know, a built-in microphone than you will in a separate microphone, or in a microphone that can actually have some gain applied to it. So it's going to be interesting to see what this is like. Now, also, you don't need it to be wireless like these expensive ones, right? Because it claims, at least, it can plug into most cell phones if you still have the headphone jack. Google, Apple. Guys, there is still a point to this headphone jack, especially when you have ground, left, right, and microphone, so you can use a microphone with this. This is going to fit into a pocket just like a wireless receiver would for the high-end ones. And it goes in your pocket. You can walk around and just pair up the audio later. It's such a big deal for indie filmmakers and documentaryers. So let's get down to so it comes with a little Velcro thing here. You see pop voice. And the cord itself, let's see how long this is. 6 feet, it looks like. Ooh, I like that. The clip is actually has a pretty good spring to it. So the build quality for something that's, you know, $13 is pretty impressive. So, okay, so let's say like that. So obviously I could hook it into my Zoom recorder and it should work fine, and I can control the gain and have a really clear sound and be able to preview it with headphones and everything like that, which is probably what I would do in like an official production. But if you're kind of on the go, you don't want as much to carry, I theoretically can just plug this in, and then I can go to my audio recording app. The LG has one built in, but I'm sure there's tons out there third party that you can do. So let's see if I start recording here. It seems to be recording through this microphone. So a practical sound test here. Sitting by my desk, this is okay, but if I want to be further away, the further away I get, the harder it will be for this microphone to pick up the audio. And even with a secondary camera like this one, this thing's microphone, which I didn't really talk much about the audio in my reviews of it, is pretty decent unless you start having some wind, or if you accidentally put your finger over the front-facing microphone. But with a separate lavalier mic, if I use the audio from this, it's clear sounding even though I'm far away from the camera. And same thing here, if I wanted to place the camera, say, here, don't fall, and move away from where the main microphone was, I could, and I wouldn't have to worry about being away from the camera because everything is being recorded on this lavalier microphone. But anyways, first impressions on just the build quality of everything out of the box. This adapter seems to be for a laptop. The only adapter it does not come with, which some people might need, especially with recent phones, is the USB-C, or an Apple, the Lightning to 3.5mm adapter, so you can use this on those devices, unless I missed it, but pretty sure it does not come with. But most phones that do not have a headphone jack built in have been coming with that adapter. It's just unfortunate you cannot charge your phone and have this plugged in at the same time. But being able to slide your phone in your pocket and record audio even when you're far away from the camera is going to be a lifesaver. Even in like scripted productions, if your characters are walking away from the camera or far enough away where you can't see this, it's going to be great to just record clean audio there and not have to overdub it in the future. But yeah, I'm going to take a look at what this audio sounds like. Hopefully it did not completely fail. If not, I will go and do a little bit more testing. 10 out of 10 on the initial build quality. The fact that it comes with extra windscreens and an adapter and a little pouch and its own little manual here. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty impressed with the stuff it comes with for that price. But yeah, let's continue testing. So I did an oopsie. I realized that you probably shouldn't have the windscreen touching your skin or clothes when you walk, because as I came from across the street, it just did not work. So I'm outside now, if you did not know. A little bit of crosswind, nothing that this microphone shouldn't be able to handle. Apparently it's 360-degree pickup, so it shouldn't really matter which way it's facing. In the office, and I'm sure when I go back and listen to this, I will be able to discern a tinier, less clear sound than something that would be out of a higher end microphone, but especially for something that is just going to allow for such simple audio recording, especially when I don't want to mess with the cords of a XLR microphone or the bulk of a high-end condenser microphone. This is just going to be a lot easier, especially later this month. We are going to the NOCO Hemp Expo. So walking around a crowded expo hall, it will be a lot harder to manage a bulky mic or a corded mic. So this will, are you gonna track my face? Overall, I still say that it's a good microphone for the price. Probably give it 5 stars on Amazon, because if you expect something that's $13 to be much better than this, you probably need to work on your expectations. My expectations were matched and surpassed, especially with the build quality and the fact that it comes with the little carrying case and everything like that. Yeah, I'll put it in the description if you want to pick one up for yourself. Thank you, Pop Voice, for letting me play with the mic. I definitely will be using it. Anyways, if you thought this video was informative, if it made you smile, make sure to give it a little like button to press, subscribe if you're not already, and join the induction studio. And I hope you have a good day, night, life, or whatever. I really hope that this was recorded.